Ranking Member Graves, members of the subcommittee, thank you for the opportunity to testify on the Unmanned Aircraft Systems subtitle. I'm here on behalf of the Small UAV Coalition, whose members have been involved in every working group and industry partnership the FAA has established with the U.S. community. Coalition members represent the innovative, cutting-edge technological leadership that is poised to enable ubiquitous commercial UAS operations. We commend Congress for enacting a forward-looking policy roadmap for UAS integration. Subtitle B addresses all of the issues that are critical to the development of a safe and secure regulatory framework. We also thank you for including two provisions that were necessary to lift the 2-year hold on UAS rulemakings. And we especially appreciate Chairman DeFazio's leadership in freeing the FAA to move forward with remote ID that we expect will apply to all UAS operators. We are encouraged that the remote ID rule, so far delayed, is now under review at OMB. Coalition members have demonstrated remote ID technology based on the ASTM standard, which can be implemented today without requiring costly infrastructure or equipage. With respect to unmanned traffic management, or UTM, Coalition members had been working in partnership with NASA for several years when we first urged Congress to address UTM and FAA reauthorization. In 2016, you created the 2-year pilot program, and with further direction in the 2018 law, the program is now underway. Unfortunately, UTM deployment has progressed slowly. While industry is ready to implement UTM capabilities, it must depend on a supportive policy framework to do so. As for aircraft certification, we support Section 44807, which is used to authorize commercial package delivery operations and operations of drones over 55 pounds. The law directs the FAA to set up a process to accept risk-based industry consensus standards. We find much promise in this provision, but it will take some time to work through its complexity. Right now, we support the Specific Operations Risk Assessment, or SORA, which is a process initially created by the Joint Authorities for Rulemaking of Unmanned Systems, goes by the moniker JARIS. We also support the FAA's Mosaic Airworthiness Rulemaking Project and the FAA's work on developing a type certification process for lower-risk UAS operations that relies primarily on a demonstration of reliability and durability. We strongly endorse the U.S. integration pilot program when it was announced. Many coalition members are participating in one or more programs and have had positive experience. On the other hand, we have other reports that suggest success has been uneven. We believe that plenary authority must remain with the FAA in 4 specific areas: aircraft, airmen, air carriers, and airspace. The FAA must retain its authority over U.S. operations at any altitude. At the same time, state and local governments possess land use and other police powers, and these authorities can coexist, particularly with technical solutions like UTM. We support the requirement that recreational operators pass an online aeronautical knowledge test. We expect many recreational operators who would otherwise elect not to travel to a testing center will go online. Unfortunately, the FAA did not meet the April deadline to develop a test, and the process to select online testing vendors got off to a slow start. We certainly hope the FAA can begin online testing by the end of this year. The coalition supported extending counter-U.S. authorities to DHS and DOJ, but we believe the guidance required by Section 1602 should be in place before counter-U.S. authority is exercised. For the same reason, we believe it's premature to extend these authorities to airports or state and local governments. The commercial U.S. industry is international in reach, and it's thus very important that the United States assume its global leadership role. We urge the FAA to continue to engage with ICAO and with JARIS, which has developed an effective framework for evaluating complex UAS operations and recently adopted a work plan to address UTM, air traffic control interface, autonomous operations, and the UAS flight rules. The FAA Reauthorization Act of 2018 was a major milestone, and we ask this committee to continue its vigorous oversight to ensure that the important directives in the 2018 law are addressed in a timely manner. Thank you again for the opportunity to testify today, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you for your testimony, and now turn to